Good morning, everyone. I am Alejandro Ido from the ESED English 3A. So for the continuation of the report in Strategies in Teaching Prose, we are now on the prose performance. So what is prose performance? It's the ability of the music to add weight to words, to add texture, ambience, and scope. So with musical accompaniment, words seem to resonate with meaning, the melody acting almost an instrumental highlighter, drawing our ear to powerful key phrases and stamping the evocative images into our minds. So in prose performance, it is a recital of piece with musical accompaniment. It is a combination of music and spoken word that can be a powerful thing. It allows the recital to become something bigger than just speech and falls into the category of performance. Music steers something within us on a visceral level that words alone cannot always accomplish. It pierces deeper than the surface intellectual appreciation of the words we're having that makes us feel them. So, in a piece, when it's plainly explained or plainly recited in front of us, people tend to not understand clearly or not understand eventually. We need to reread and reread until we understand the meaning in it. But with the musical accompaniment, it pierces deeper than the word itself. It steers the emotional stability of a person, which makes them feel and understand what the chosen piece really means. So, dramatic performance. So, a dramatic performance is often referred to as DP and sometimes even as DI, short for dramatic interpretation. It is a presentation done from memory, from a script or play. But it is not considered a film as well. So in dramatic performance, it can be simply defined as the actions that are performed for audiences. So it requires audiences but not considered as film as well. So it is also known as theatrical performance, stage performance, show dramatic performance, and dramatic production. But while dramatic performance usually requires audience and or action of some kind, it is not confined to a theater or considered as film as what I've said earlier, and does not necessarily require written text or actors. Although not independent on written text, a dramatic performance can still be described as a text because it constructs meaning through the selection of different kinds of actions and representations, using the various kinds of media such as film, television, theater, mime, dance, movement, spatial arrangements, visual imagery, and sound. A multitude of meanings can be constructed. So for example, in a theatrical dramatic performance, visual or somatic or auditory text may be enacted according to many different designs that have been created for a particular production by a director, choreographer, lighting designer, sound designer, costume designer, or a set designer. As the various cultures develop new technologies and new understandings of human art and actions, the possibilities associated with the production or of dramatic performance are bound to expand. Dramatic performance usually requires an audience and or action of some kind. It is confined to a theater and does not necessarily require written text. So, although it required an audience, it doesn't necessarily require a written text because it can function without a text, just the pure actions of the actors. But as what I've said earlier, it doesn't considered as a film. Though it is presented in a play, it's not a film, but a dramatic performance. So again, although not dependent on a written text, a dramatic performance can still be described as a text because it constructs meaning through the selection of different kinds of actions and representations. So again, although it doesn't dependent or it's not dependent on written text, it still can be considered as that has written text. So again, for brief overview of dramatic performance, this is a memorized event in which the student presents a selection of literature. The that should be presentation should be include an introduction that cites. This is the introduction that which includes in a dramatic poetry. So again, the presentation should include an introduction that cites the name of the piece and the author, and should develop the narrative or characters via local physical techniques. Neither monologues nor works with multiple characters are inherently better. The selection must be from a single published play, a fictional or non-fictional work, or a poem. Material from more than one author is not allowed. The author's words is published in the literature may not alter belonging to the character and apply them to a different character in the performance. No scripts, costumes, or props may be used in the presentation. So in dramatic performance, when you choose a piece to play, you cannot alter the characterization, the settings, the plot, and everything in the poem. You should follow what the author wants and what the author pointed out in the literature piece, and you cannot use more than one piece. Even if it's in the same author, you cannot use the two pieces at the same time. You should have one piece for one play to present. So thank you.